Hey, how you doing? My name's Barry. Welcome to the channel. I'm a retired electrician. After 40 years, I took up quilting as a hobby in retirement. And I wanted to continue working on my 9-patch. I'm going to show you what I've been doing. I think I got them right here. Yeah, I've been taking a 9-patch and making it a disappearing 9-patch. If you can see that. Let's see here. I think it looks really nice once I get these all pressed out really nice. I liked it so much that I decided I was just going to make this a full-blown quilt. So today I thought we would just do a little sew along here, and if you didn't mind sewing along with me, and just do a little sew along and see how y'all are doing. I've been doing things around the house. Let's see. This is my centerpiece. I know that one. So if you haven't watched on making a disappearing 9-patch, my last video was how I showed how I did it. And it's really fairly easy, but you can watch along because we're going to try. Well, today I'm just probably going to be sewing these in the strips. So basically that's all I'm doing is just sewing this row, this row, this row, and then sewing them together. So we're going to do several strips just across, so it's sort of boring. But I think I wanted to talk to you about what's going on. Now that I'm, in retirement, I'm trying to get into a system where if you want to, here's my thought. If you want to live the dream that you want to live, you got to make it happen. It ain't going to happen on its own. So I've been listening to an audiobook called Atomic Habits. And, their theory is instead of making goals, well, you still want to make goals, but instead of just making a goal, is change habits that will help you reach that goal. And so I've done some things now. Things on my list are going to seem like they're stupid to you, but they, and I'm a big on laminating. So I laminated my list, and this is my daily list. And in the morning, I take medication and my vitamins, brush my teeth, make my bed, shower, and get dressed. And I put that on there because if you listen to the Atomic Habits, they talk about stacking things. So I don't know. People say you got to brush your teeth on there. Yeah, I do. I want my morning routine to try to be the same every day. And so, and I'm trying to do it in that order. I didn't put in there weigh myself, but I got weigh myself too. So I get up, I weigh myself, I take my medicines, brush my teeth, make my bed, the shower and get dressed, probably above the make the bed. And then I don't eat before noon, and I stop eating by 8 p.m. So that's, I'm trying to do that intermittent fasting. I'm trying to give myself a window that I eat. It seems like it's working okay. What else I got on there? Try to drink 64 ounces of water a day. That's been hard for me to do. I've not been keeping up with that too good. Let me see. I don't want to get this mixed up here. Then no alcohol. Walk 7,500 steps a day. Trying to get at least 7,500 steps in a day. Clean one general pickup of my house for 15 minutes a day. And then I'm going to try to, once a week, organize one whole room completely. And I don't know if I can do that. I'm hoping by the end of that, life is a lot less chaotic. Do something enjoyable. Oh, And I even got in time to do this. I put in 30 to 60 minutes of quilting a day. I'm just trying to allot myself time so that I don't have a guilty conscience that I'm not supposed to be doing something else. So that's what we're doing today. Is there any kind of routines that you do every day that you've locked down in retirement? I didn't have any routines when I retired, and you know that was one of my problems. Is I slept in late, I stayed up late, I had no real purpose, and I watched my health deteriorate. So we are trying to change that. You know, I've mentioned before, I try to dress up at least once a week, whether I need to or not, just to break the routine. But anyways, that's what I've been doing. I've been trying to concentrate on walking. I joined the YMCA, so I got the YMCA I'm going to every day. I haven't went today. I've been going early in the morning, but I decided I wanted to sit here and chat with you, so we'll go after I get this done. Oh, here's my dad joke, or one of them. How do you keep fish from smelling? Cut off their nose. Hey, I'll give you a twofer because that one was you're gonna have to think on this one maybe. What's the longest word in the dictionary? It's smiles, because there's a mile between them, between the S's, I guess. Now I'm not paying attention to what I just did. All right, there's that one. There's that one. So this next one is going to be my centerpiece. Tell me what you're working on. Are you working on any special quilts? Speaking of things, I've been trying to really sit down and think about what my plans are in retirement. You don't have to be, I almost got my finger caught in there. You don't have to be perfect, but I was trying to figure out what kind of direction I want to go, like quilting. You know, I still got these charity quilts, and that's going to be next on the list. As soon as I get this done today, I'm going to start working on the charity quilts again, because we got to get those going. But I'm really big on these charity quilts, that I think that I might just start doing. These videos will be each video will be me working on a charity quilt. You know, like I said, because I have the Memory Makers, well, we have the Memory Makers Button Club. I'm sort of passionate about the contributing to the Alzheimer's Association. And I might continue doing that. But these next quilts are definitely going towards the Alzheimer's Association. I've got to get my long arm going. I've been procrastinating on it, and I know some of you have been waiting around for me to get it done. I just was not happy with the tension on it, and I printed it out. Oops, let me get this here. I printed out tension perfection checklist. And I'm going to go through that thing till I figure it out. That's high on my list to do. But if I can get the tension on my long arm going, we can be cooking. I can crank off about 20 quilts now that I've got ready to go. I've been getting some people emailing me about this featherweight. And my only advice is, if you want to pick one up, is just keep looking at places like Facebook Marketplace. I did buy that white one off of eBay, but I would say keep looking at Facebook Marketplace, because once in a while you can, that one right there, I picked up for $100 on Facebook Marketplace. You know, there's people that their parents have passed away and they just don't have any use for them, and they just want to get rid of it. And I was glad to help them out. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this machine here. It has a light. I don't know if you can see that. I turn it off while I'm talking with you. I don't want to blind you. But yeah, we're going to do this. I think, I don't know what I'm going to do with this one, but I might put this one in for charity. Depends on how much I like it. I'm starting to like this one a lot. I might, this might be for me. And what I'm doing here, these are charm packs. I bought about 4 packs of charm packs, and then I bought 4 packs of these whites, but you could cut that from yardage if you wanted to. You don't have to buy the charm packs. But it just makes it so simple that there's no cutting doing this when you're buying charm packs. That's the good part. The bad part is the charm packs are a little bit, you know, cost you more than just buying the yardage. But, you know, maybe you've got arthritis, or maybe you're not able to put a lot of pressure on your hands, then charm packs might be an easy way to go, because they're already pre-cut. And you can make 9-patch quilts with no cutting just about. But these disappearing 9 patches we'll have to cut later on. Let's see what else is going on. I'm working on my kitchen remodel. It's slow going. And then this week I started, and trust me, that this hobby is not going to take over my quilting hobby, but I bought a 2005 Mustang GT, and I took one to a car show this weekend. A friend of mine's, he's got 3 cars, and they said, why don't you take this Mustang and go to the car show with us? So I went with them, and I didn't know this at the time, but he'd already told his wife that if I won anything, I got to keep the trophy. And wouldn't you know it, I won, and I got a trophy that was like 3 feet tall. It was amazing. So guess what? I'm hooked. But that's, you know, that's where I see myself. I see myself quilting. I think I'm going to do car shows like on the, you know, Saturdays will be something to do. Keeps me out of trouble. And I can get into some trouble. So yeah, we're just going to sew all these, and then next time you see me, we'll start piecing these together and making the disappearing 9 patches. But if you've never made those before, look at my last video, because I did that for the first time. Let's see. And I don't know if you can see this, but I've not been using a seam guide, but I did put seam tape on my featherweight here that I can follow, and it seems to be working pretty good. I'm sort of liking that. And that way I'm not changing feet all the time. Or fooling with the seam guide. Because I'm telling you what, with these featherweights, putting a seam guide on there is not the easiest thing. It seems like it's always in the way. All right, here we go. Yeah, we'll get these all put together and sewn together, and then, like I said, I haven't gotten any buttons lately, so if you guys have been sitting on the fence about sending a button for the Memory Makers Button Club, it's right up here. And if you don't know what that is, people send in closed buttons, and each one of those buttons represents a memory or a goal that you have, something that's went on in your past, your favorite memory of when you learned how to quilt, or if you don't quilt, just your favorite memory of what you've experienced in life, or a goal. Maybe you want to take your kids to Disney World. That's a goal. All you got to do is send in a close button. It can be new or used. It don't matter. Just send it in with a little note telling us about your memory. I'll read the note, and I put the button in the button jar and welcome you to the Button Club. And that's it. It's just something fun to do. I know people like it. We've gotten, I don't know, maybe hundreds. I can say that. Maybe we've gotten hundreds of buttons now. I never counted. But, yep, that link to my P.O. box is down below. So send your button in. Like I said, it can be a brand new button. Just make sure that you attach a little note and tell us what memory that button represents. And it will always be in this jar here. And we got Buttons, the memory bear, sitting up there above him, always watching the jar, keeping an eye out on the jar. And that's why I decided to do all the charity work for the Alzheimer's Association, because I think it's a good cause. You know, a lot of people was telling me that maybe I should do Quilts of Valor. There is so many, that's a worthy cause. But there's so many people that do that, and I didn't see anybody doing anything for the Alzheimer's Association. And I know that that affects a lot of people. And that disease is not just about the person that has the disease. That one affects the whole family. And I know that firsthand by just knowing people that have to, the care that you, I mean, for years, this isn't a fast thing. These can go on for years of having to take care of a relative. And it's just as hard on them as it is the person that has the Alzheimer's, in my opinion. But that's what we do here. We're just trying to live our best life ever. Let me give you another dad joke here before we leave. I don't know if I agree with that one. It says, what is more blessed to give than receive? And that's advice. Oh, here's one. What book contains more stirring pages than any other book? A cookbook. And that's all you get for today. I hope you liked it. Thanks for spending a little bit of time with me. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm sure if you're watching this far into the video, you've already done that, and you've probably watched me for a while. So it was great being with you. I'll see you all later. Go out and live your best life ever, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.